Taoiseach, I'm going to quote you from a couple of months ago. You said, "I've been asked many times, can we make contributions to important infrastructure projects like, for example, the A5? Are there things we can do to the Shared Ireland Fund?" And the answer is yes. I want to ask how far that goes in terms of contributions that the Irish government is willing to make to assist people in the north with the problems that they are facing. In particular, I want to reference the health service, where there is a very, very important local hospital campaign in Newry to save Daisy Hill Hospital. Thousands of people have been mobilised in different forums. Public meeting a few days ago, hundreds of people at it, 1,000 people at a protest a few weeks ago, 12,000 people signing submissions, and basically there's been cut after cut to Daisy Hill Hospital, taking emergency services out, etc. Now there's a threat to see 100 beds lost, and the future of the hospital itself is under threat. The community is rallying, People Before Profit is a part of that campaign. But I want to ask whether this reference to the possibility for funding and so on, can that go towards health services in a situation like this?
In terms of healthcare and North-South cooperation, we have a lot of cooperation when it comes to healthcare North-South, whether it's children from the North coming to Crumlin for heart surgery, whether it's patients from Donegal going to Alton for cancer treatment, for treatment of heart attacks, for example. The abortion laws in Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland are different. We are different jurisdictions. We decide what the laws are here in the Oireachtas. Stormont, when it's working, decides what the laws are in Northern Ireland. When they don't, decisions, unfortunately, are made in London. On financial commitments, the government is committed to making a financial contribution to the building of the A5. It's a very dangerous road. I support the campaign to have it built, always have. It won't just be a benefit for people in Tyrone and Derry, it'll also benefit people in Donegal, and that should never be forgotten, and Monaghan indeed. I was at meetings as Minister for Transport, Tourism and Sport with then Minister Danny Kennedy and then Minister Sammy Wilson to agree our financial contribution. Had I believed that 10 years later it wouldn't be through planning permission, I would have said, can't be true. Unfortunately, it is true, but I really hope it gets planning consent now. And of course, the Irish government will be happy to contribute to it and strongly support the campaign in Fermanagh and Tyrone and Derry to get that project underway. I've given the view earlier on, or in other debates, that the Shared Island Fund is there to help, and we have made contributions to different projects in the past, and we're happy to have a conversation with the British government and the Northern Ireland parties about how we can contribute to projects north of the border in the future. But that shouldn't be done here in the chamber. That's a conversation that needs to happen government to government and with the five parties. But I would point out to the Deputy that there are reasons why this state, this jurisdiction, is in a position to fund something like the Shared Island Unit or provide over €1 billion in overseas development aid to other parts of the world to make our contribution to the European Union, and it is because of the economic policies that we have pursued down the years, pro-free trade, pro-business, part of the European Union. If we pursued different policies, the policies that People Before Profit would advocate, far from being in a position to fund projects in other jurisdictions, we would be asking for help from others, and the homeless figures would be much greater, much greater, Deputy.